Good morning, my family, friends, and Facebook followers. Um, Today's topic is curiosity, and I was preparing some posts for today, and I realized that one of my favorite quotes, which I haven't talked about, is by a man named Samuel Johnson. It says, "Curiosity is one of the most permanent and certain characteristics of a vigorous intellect." And I started thinking back this morning as I was driving in this morning to the office, what that how that reflected in my own life. And I started to think back to when I was a kid. And when I was about between the ages like 10 and like 12 or 13, I must have read tons of books on the Loch Ness Monster, on the Sasquatch, Yetis, all that kind of like mysterious stuff that has been cited throughout the world, UFOs, all those kind of things. Well, then that shifted as I got older, and there was a period where I was really curious about detectives and crime, and I read I don't even know for sure how many books. But at one point, it kind of freaked my mom out, and she's like, "Okay, you gotta start reading these crime books because they're kind of, you know." And it wasn't like novels. I was reading like the story of like Son of Sam. I was reading the story of uh I can't even think of that crazy guy in California right now. Um, but I was reading like all these different stories about the detectives and the criminals they went after, and after that, I started reading about I started reading biographies. I started reading history. Um, so I've always been curious about the world around me. More to Paul, one of the things that I study now is I study religions. Um, so that way I better understand my own faith. And I'm always looking to learn something. I always believe that you can learn something new, or sometimes many things new, every day. It's a matter of um, putting in the time, finding something, or maybe just being aware uh, of that. Now, I believe that this is something that can be developed by exercising our minds and by simply writing down a note when you think of something that you'd like them to learn more about and then doing some work on it, learning about it, putting in the time to gain a better understanding of what that is. Um, so to boil it down, my point is this: if you have a desire to learn and grow and to develop yourself to a point where you can have a vigorous intellect, where you can know not just your topic of choice, but also be aware and know other topics and study them. Um, there's a saying that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Well, I also believe that one who doesn't read, one who doesn't learn, is a dull boy. I'm not saying that you have to be knowledgeable in everything, but to not have any curiosity about the world around you. I have a friend who he doesn't watch movies or read books. I get it. He's a Christian, he loves his faith. But to only read scripture, even for a devout Christian as myself, I just find that odd. you can't build relationships with people if you don't know anything. You can't build relationships with people if you're not curious about what they do. Um, you you cut yourself off from opportunities, Morning Tanner, and you cut yourself off from the possibilities of what could come or what could develop. And one of the things I've recently come to realize is that one of the beautiful things about having parties and dinners and things like that with people is the synergy. You can have a great time, just a few people, but the bigger the group you have, the greater chance of synergy you introduce into the whole situation. And it's just a matter of being curious and putting in um, the self-education, as Pedro McDavid says, and he reminds us to be an autodidact, to be willing to learn and to pursue knowledge uh, of our own free will and choice. I hope you guys make it a great day. It's just a few days before Christmas. So if you do celebrate Christmas, I hope that you are your own best Santa Claus. And you get yourself the things you really want. Go after your goals and dreams. Make it a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. If you got value from this video, please like and share it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can find all of my past videos. And ironwill.net/CS is my website. So I'd appreciate the follows. I'd appreciate the subscriptions. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.